Hi, I'm just a Windspirit, and earlier this year I was told about an up-and-coming Fnaf World fan game being Fnaf World Refreshed. Now, at the time I was busy, and I put that project on the back burner until June of this year, and that was on the 1.2 update. And I did have that one pretty decently close to being done, and then the 1.5 update comes out, throwing that video out the window, so I streamed 1.5 to get my opinion on it. And this update is 100% a good sign of what is to come, but I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's get started with starting out. Of course, I choose hard mode. I'm no coward. And the first battle I get into, I immediately see the changes to the battling system, with meters on the top of the screen showing when a character is ready to move, an ultimate move meter in the top right, and the health values of enemies, or flipsiders. Crits were also added, marked in red, and the addition of enemy waves and enemy bites. One other battling mechanic is the mini chips. They give a temporary boost or effect, and flipsiders will randomly drop them upon their death. As for how the game plays out, the beginning isn't very different. It's just using the glitch tree to make it into Choppy's Woods. I don't do that immediately, and I instead just grind a bit, kill auto chipper, and get all the head start chips in the area, as well as a couple of bites. With that, I go into Choppy's Woods, fight and defeat the toad cap, guarding the way to Dusting Fields. I beat the other auto chipper in the woods and get Evercomet weak. I rush Bouncer, beat him up, and use the glitch rock and end up in Lily Gear Lake. I do some fishing with Dee Dee in hopes that I can get the Dee Dee Pearl to unlock her, and I immediately get it and add her to the team. Dee Dee is one of the new characters added in the 1.5 update, and she's pretty strong, with Fish Frenzy being a move that stuns flipsiders. With that, I decided to enter the glitch world. The glitch world itself was overhauled extensively. It was made to feel like you're fighting in a corrupting game, with moves erratically moving around the screen, and even a glitch world boss that's just a flashing amalgamation of bosses that isn't needed for game progression, but is just a cool addition. I unfortunately encounter said boss, die, and just head back in and get the chip that I want. With the chip collected, I get exploded by Withered Bonnie, and I just head back to the lake and enter the glitch dead tree in order to enter Black Tomb Yard. I take yet another detour to go into the mine in Dusting Fields in order to collect the lamp that is in said mine. With that, I head into the glitch world and get the red chip auto mimic. I fight the living tombstone, beat him up, enter the mine and the glitch tombstone, and end up in Pinwheel Circus. Upon getting into the circus, I get my ass handed to myself and I charge back in and beat up Brow Boy. And I see the Candy Cane, another new addition that is used to get tokens for buying skins. And it's also the way you unlock Candy Cadet. In order to unlock Candy Cadet, you have to get to the Pinwheel Circus portion of the Endless Zone, and that was something I was not prepared for, so I put that on the back burner and head into the Pinwheel Funhouse. I make my way to Bubba, lose pretty badly, but I finally have enough money in order to buy the Titanium Endoskeleton upgrade from Mendo, who in turn proposes a battle to me that if I am able to beat him in, he'll join my party. He does warn me that he did overclock his systems to make the fight more difficult. This was the first fight I actually had to think on what I was doing, but I just spammed Fish Frenzy in order to lower his health bar, where he took reduced damage. But the stunning from Fish Frenzy made the difference. I then accidentally clicked Mystery Box and randomized my team. Luckily, the randomized team was able to clutch it out, and I am able to have Mendo join my party. Mendo is yet another exceptional character. He's a great supporter with Armor Song, Neon Wall 2, and Endo Army 2. It's great supporting damage, and at the time, it literally outdamaged any character I had. With this character upgrade, I'm able to curb stop Bubba, take another detour to snag the Find Characters chip, and I head into Pinwheel Circus and try to get the red chip and die horribly and have to do a walk of shame. I fight Bubba again, and I realize that bosses actually will get enraged now if gift boxes are used against them. I beat Bubba, finally get the red chip, that being counter bite. So after that, I enter the glitch rock to get into the area with Pork Patch. I'm confused why he isn't there, but after walking around the lake a little bit, I see Pork Patch guarding a new area, so I beat him up easily, even with him enraging. With his defeat, I'm allowed entry into the Backwoods area. This is one of the new areas added in this update, and I fight a boss called Swamped. It was protecting a chest, and I get the auto gift boxes chip. Walking around, I encounter two new characters being Salvage and Withered Golden Freddy. While both are pretty good, Withered Golden Freddy isn't anything I know, but Salvage is a little bit more interesting, having mostly custom moves, those being Thriller, a move that has a 3/4 chance of hitting and doing some serious damage, Hallucinate that stalls and causes enemies to hit themselves, and Jawbreaker, a move that does high but inconsistent damage. I then encounter Dreadbear. He's a random boss encounter in the Backwoods. With his defeat, I unlock Dreadbear. Now Dreadbear is an excellent character, with Dreadbite being a good offensive healing move. With these character upgrades, I figure I'm strong enough to actually find my way to unlock Candy Cadet, and I was until I reached the mine. My entire first party gets wiped, but luckily Team 2 was able to thug it out, and continued thugging it out for the next 30 minutes. With that, I finally am able to unlock Candy Cadet. I kind of fuck around on Bonnie's Jam Attack, realize I'm not built for rhythm games, and I tried Find Willy, which did give me a nice amount of tickets in the process. As for how good Candy Cadet is, he is incredible, with Candy Bomb being a healing version of Jacko Bomb, and the other healing move he has is Happy Jam 2, so that basically makes him one of the best healers in the game. But anyways, enough tomfoolery. I continue the game by entering the cave in the Backwoods and ending up in Withering Dudes. This area changes up the battling a little bit, having a damage over time effect on all active party members. I'm here to beat the Mad Coyote who's protecting the golden key that is needed to fight the other super bosses. Looking at my chat, they told me to enter a house. What? Orange guy?
Orange guy.
Doing stuff in my house. You're not allowed to be in here. Get out. No. What do you mean? Just kept walking into my door and just... The door is locked. You can't that can't happen. You broke into my house illegally. Get out or I will be
Wait,
forced
this
to...
is the Fnaf.
No, it's not.
4 house.
Yeah. Am I getting my ass kicked? Oh, yep, okay.
Oh.
After my death, I go and buy all the bites from Lolbit's shop, and after purchasing the last bite from Lolbit, she decides to join my team. They are almost an auto-include. They have 3 custom moves, being a Lol Slow, a permanent slowing effect on all enemies, Lol Bash, a fast offensive move that charges the ultimate move gauge quickly, and Lol Hill, being just an insane healing move. Anyways, I again go on progression of the story with first completing a puzzle and disabling the laser gates blocking the way to Mad Coyote. His fight is pretty easy, but at half health, he gets enraged. I still beat him pretty easily, and I'm able to collect the key, continue the boss rush. First up on the chopping block is Super Grinder. He puts up way more of a fight than Mad Coyote. It literally comes down to Didi and Mendo, but they pull through and they get me the dub. Next is Super Goon, who we're actually prepared with by using the mini chips, and he's a cakewalk. I then fight Snowcone, who does put up much more of a fight, but he still is a pushover. I then fight Lazy Eye, who does kill Team 1, but Team 2 finishes the job quite handily. I finally fight Overclock, and he actually beats me. So I go out and buy some more bites. I go and get my run back, this time being way more successful, only having Team 1 die and not my entire party. I wait on fighting Security Owl just to go on a character grind, mainly to look for Fredbear to do the universe ending, and after losing my mind for 45 minutes, I finally encounter Fredbear. I had to go talk to Fredbear and get universe end. In order to get said ending, I actually do need to complete a fight that is just randomization hell, and said battle is just really down to luck, and I lose that attempt, so I cut my losses and fight Security Owl. Security Owl is a pushover, and I just beat him pretty easily. Now I'm here at the Scott fight, and I'll just put the entire battle here. What? It's time to mess up this dude. Some real dedication. Great work. Most people are content with playing in easy mode, but not you.
Oh, I came back at a great time.
There is always an overachiever in the bunch. I guess that's you. Can I get Spring Bonnie after I beat Scott? Yes, I will. There's a place in the Halloween backstage where we can fight him over and over. Alright. Don't you get it? I can't do this. I won't. I can't do this anymore. I won't. Also, I missed what his dialogue. Whatever. He was probably talking... Oh, I see how they changed him. It was fun being the puppet master, but I grow weary. It's time I put you in your place. Goodbye. Yep. Now, this is where your game ends. Okay. We're good. This battle is pointless. You won't be able to win. Your health's getting pretty low already. Your persistence is admirable, but your goal is unrealistic. This is higher than that. Yes, I do love this remix. I seen it spoiled in the Discord server, so I mean... Your tricks won't help you here. They'll only delay the inevitable. Yeah, let's get team 2 in here. You realize you shouldn't work at me. This is starting to get ridiculous. Does he get enraged?
He just turns red.
Yeah. You've grown a lot. I'm afraid this won't help you, though. Ow. He does get enraged.
I was joking, okay.
You really need to learn to quit. This is straining for both of us. Jesus. He's dying or I'm dying, you know?
You might need to get boxed up.
You realize you're gonna... Is this really how you're gonna be? Can't you realize you're wasting your energy? Should do a Rain Bear.
Yo, I love it.
Rain Bear boss fight remix.
You know,
It'll make this harder for the rest of us. Come on! We're so close! Please! Get fucked. Adam Dude's revenge. One thing I hate when you're trying to get the universe ending and clock ending, you have to restart your whole save if you didn't complete it. Yeah. Yes, but you might think of a Fnaf World Adventure. Will you do I think I will. Yeah, I have nothing but time. Okay, alright, I get it. Is this really the ending you wanted? Coming all this way just to kill me? Was I really the villain in your mind? I mean, sure, there's definitely one way to bring the story to a halt, but surely there was a more satisfying ending. I just do what is demanded of me. I will fill your insatiable gullet with more and more and more, and now here you are to show your gratitude. Well, congratulations then. I haven't brought this story to an end, you did. So, feel good about yourself for ending the story by killing the storyteller. At least tell me you beat me legit and didn't use the OP Halloween characters. I mean, I'm melting. Oh, what a world it burns. God, I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I beat him on my first try, no less, and I head into the house to get Update 2 started, and more urgently to get Universe End. But the specific Fredbear is bugged, so I have to reset real quick and continue to unlock the Halloween backstage. Once I get to the backstage, I see that they added encounters here, and I also get into the Universe End fight. I win the fight and get the ending. I move on, getting the bare minimum Halloween characters I need to fight Chica's Magic Rainbow. I first got Purple Guy in Freddy in Space, then I get Fan Lad by walking to the left in Foxy.exe, then Nightmare Yon by walking to the right in Foxy.exe. Fan Lad is yet another one of the new characters that has been added. And the thing of note with him is he has an insane move called Beam Barrage that just melts HP of bosses and flipsiders. With these characters, I try to fight the rainbow, die on the way, so I just head to the ice cave to explore for a bit, and I get a chip too. After fooling around in there, I head to the Geist Lair and start the fight with the rainbow, while Purple Guy died in the beginning. Beam Barrage just melts her health as well as a couple of slashers that I did hit. I did fumble a little bit, but I locked in and won on my first try. With that, I see the credits, and I continue my grind. I first tried to do Chica's Magic Rainbow and horribly fail, rage quit and just go to Foxy Fighters. I first unlocked Nightmare Balloon Boy by getting an A rank, then next is Nightmare Mangle by getting a C rank, and lastly is Jacko Chica by getting a B rank. Next I get Jacko Bonnie and Freddy in Space, and I try to get Coffee and I fail horribly. So I stop that character grind and head over to the Ice Caves for Purple Geist's revenge. Starting the fight, he gets stomped out by the Culfer crew from Find Willy. The start of the fight sees Nightmare Yon and Purple Guy getting killed instantly, then followed up by Nightmare Mangle shortly thereafter, but the pure power of Lolbit's healing as well as help from the second team, I'm able to beat the Willies, and the game force closes. I then go ending grinding, getting everything but the fan ending, because I just really didn't feel like grinding for Coffee, Mr. Chipper, and Adam Dude. I'm gonna be completely honest. And the ending is also just unobtainable in the 1.5 update. Now, with most of the game being completed, I did want to get into my opinions of Refreshed. So the battling mechanic changes are phenomenal. It adds more control to the player because they're able to see how long it's going to take for their next move to be available, as well as with the inclusion inclusion of the ultimate moves, just incredible. And it doesn't even sacrifice anything from the original Fnaf world, it simply adds on to it. As for the flipsiders, the additions to new bosses and new enemies for areas that didn't have them before, it makes the battling feel way less boring because of the variety. The areas that were added or changed are great. Standouts for me is the updated Glitch World and Withering Dunes, but all the areas are wonderful, especially because a lot of them have new music tracks, and they all sound great. I especially like the Backwoods track. The new characters added are also incredible, with all of them going from either obvious includes like the shopkeeps to more original ones like Salvage or Fanlad, but all new characters are great. Now, if it sounds like I really like this game, I do. And it makes me excited for the future of this fan game, because, reminder, this is a 1.5 update, not the full 2.0. But with all this praise, there is one thing that did kind of annoy me, that being the power creep of the game. This is definitely a problem with the original Fnaf world, and it is not the fault of Refreshed and its dev team, but with the addition to skins in Refreshed, it made it very easy to see. The characters earned earlier get harder and harder to use simply because they lack HP to tank attacks, and if those characters have a skin that people want to use on them, they get harder and harder to use because of how weak they are just in comparison to the other later game characters. Now, I just think it'd be nice to see a way to either upgrade the fast power of a character or add enough levels to make it so that their HP is good enough for tanking and is on par with later game ones. I can see a system using like fast tokens to increase their power. This is admittedly a very small nitpick, but one I did want to mention because I think it would just be a nice cool thing to see change. Other than that, the only real problem was like the 2 glitches I found, and on a side note, it's very impressive. I literally did not encounter like any glitches at all in my playthroughs. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to say. I do implore you to go check out and play Refreshed. It is a really fun game. So yeah, this has been Just a Wind Spirit, and I'll catch you on the flip side.